you know what? We'll jump in. Let me just see. Yeah. Okay. All right. Amazing. We will jump in. So still very similar to Monday. Couple new moves that we're gonna throw in. But today we're actually gonna start with shakes. So let me just. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So this is just going to be a full body shake. So starting with the wrists, just letting them move, and then moving up the arms into the shoulders. This one always feels a little bit funny, but just going to get the blood moving into the body. And then you're going to bring it into the legs. So just let those legs kick out, ankles. Let the legs move side to side. I like to even do a little kick back. And then get those hips moving side to side. Just have fun with this. Just shaking off any tiredness. Awesome. Beautiful. So just a few more seconds of this. A little bit of shimmies. Awesome. Okay, beautiful. And then coming to our little sun arm combo. So arms are going to reach on up to the sky. And then all the way back down. Coming to the low back, the hips, pressing forward, chest lifts. And then hands come down to the thighs, hips are back. So flat back to start, shoulders squeeze back. And then you're going to round and roll all the way back up. So 3 just like that. So reaching those arms up. And then all the way back down to the side. How do I? Awesome. And then coming to the low back, pressing the hips forward. And then moving to the front, flat back, and then rolling all the way back up. Awesome. So one more just like that. How do I get? There we go. Awesome. Okay. Beautiful. So once you come back to the top, so we're going to press the top of the right foot down to the ground. So stretching through that front of the right hip crease, reaching the arms up. And then shifting the weight back, left toes flex, hamstring stretch. So feeling that along the back side. Now, inhale, flip the toes, reach up. So front of the body stretches, exhale, back of the body stretches. Just one more of these, guys. Beautiful. And then switching feet, so left foot goes back, tuck the toes under, inhale to reach. And exhale, hips back, right toes flex. Awesome. Once more here. Beautiful. From here, coming into our chest opener. So arms are going to reach out. So on the inhale, and then as you exhale, bringing them across the body. So inhale to reach, exhale to come in. So a little bend in the knees. Arms are pretty heavy, but pretty loose. So a little bit of tap on the back of the shoulders. Just kind of find a little groove here. So lifting the chest, so feeling that through the armpits, the biceps. Awesome. Perfect. So about 5 more seconds here. So really stretch out if it's starting to feel good, a little bit loosened up. Great. And then arms come down back by your side. We're going to do paint the walls. So pressing the backs of the wrists, spreading the fingers. So you're going to reach those arms up. And then exhale, flip the palms. Now press again with the back or the fronts of the palms as you come down. So inhale, flip the palms down, spread the fingers, and then exhale, palms forward, and just keep those fingers spread. Beautiful. 2 more here. So should be really feeling this in the wrists, the forearms. Good. 1 more. And then coming to goalpost arm. So our alternating reach. So right arm over top, left underneath, right hip goes out. Beautiful. Back to center. Left arm reaches overhead. Back to center. So see if the hip can come with you. And you can look under the armpit here for a little bit extra. Beautiful. Just 2 more. Awesome. Okay, coming into our twist. So this time we're gonna add breath to the twist. So on inhale, arms to one way, and then exhale to the other. So you can inhale and exhale through the nose, or you can exhale through the mouth, but inhale one side, exhale the other. And it's a little bit of not a forceful, but a more powerful exhale. So inhale, so let that breath go, keeping a little bit of integrity through the legs and the core. But again, just shaking off the night before here. Perfect. And then if that feels good, let the arms, again, give yourself a little bit of a massage here on the lower back, and the glutes should feel good after Monday. Awesome. So arms still nice and heavy. All right. So keep with that breath, and then we're just going to go a little bit faster for about 5 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just pausing, just noticing how your body's feeling so far. And then from here, we're going to bring those wrists together. So starting with our one way wrist circles. And then let the other hand lead, so the other way. Awesome. And then side to side. Good. And then front to back. Beautiful. Jumping back to the legs for a second. So balancing on the left foot, we're coming into some leg swings. So balancing on that left foot, keep a bend in the right knee, but we're just going to gently kick out. So extending through the hip here. So knee is going to stay bent, and you're just going to bring it through. So hips are staying nice and stable. Awesome. 2. And then foot comes back down. Now we're coming out to the side. So keep that bend through the knee. And then you're just going to bring that foot out to the side. So foot is going to stay flexed. A lot of balance. So keep that core slightly engaged here. Good. And then that right foot coming back out in front. And we're just going to take some circles for the ankle. So circling one way. And then the other. Beautiful. Okay. And then shake that left leg out if you need. All right. And then straight into that other side. So press that right foot into the ground. And then we'll start with those kicks. So bent knee, hips stable. So not too much movement here in the pelvis, just a little bit here, just to get the hips, the knees warmed up. Good. And then coming back to center. And then now let's go out to the side. So left foot out. So you should feel that left glute engage as you reach out. Beautiful. Coming back in front and then circles one way. All right, and then the other. Beautiful. Okay, one more move, our arm swing. So starting with backwards. So keep the feet into the ground, little bend in the knees, and then let those arms now circle behind you. And then just go as far as comfortable. So if you're doing small circles, no problem. Just try not to go too far out of your comfort zone. And then again, a little bend in the knees here. So a little bit of momentum's okay. And then just keep the chest nice and lifted. Should be pretty warmed up now, so keep that breath. And then if it is feeling good, you can increase that pace just a little bit, but you don't have to. Good. In 3, 2, and 1. Okay, forward this time. This way will probably feel a little bit different. But again, just keep that little bit of a bounce. Only go as far as is comfortable. Awesome. Whew, okay, few more seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then again, just shake it out, shake it off, grab some water. We're going to jump into our warm-up. Okay. Alrighty. So plank walkouts to start, my very favorite. So we are adding a down dog into this one here. So coming to the back of the mat, round those shoulders as you come forward, hands come to the ground, and then just come to that plank right where the shoulders are right over the wrists. And then you're going to send the hips back, drop the heels, downward dog, and then walk it out so you can bend those knees left to right. And then bend both of them before you walk those hands back towards the feet. Stay rounded. And then round, 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 shoulders up and back. Perfect. So round, forward. Out to plank, hips drop down. And then downward dog, drop the heels, hips up nice and high. Walk out. The hamstrings are nice, a little tight. Perfect. And then bend both those knees as you walk back. All right. So for this third one, focusing on the hips. So making sure they're staying nice and straight, so not moving side to side. Pressing away into that plank. And then hips up high, heels back. So just 4 of these today. So stretch out. Beautiful. All right, so one more. So wherever you are, we're going to meet in that downward dog. So just hold that one once you do get there. So stretching out. Perfect. And then coming forward back into a plank, but then just drop to the knees. So tabletop position. All right. So we are going to bring the knees a little bit wider, toes to touch. So coming into a twist. So let's start with the left arm. So left arm in between the knees here. So press away. And then right arm, like a bow and arrow, is going to reach up. So feeling that stretch now, that twist through the upper back. And then on your exhale, bring the right arm underneath the bridge of the left, turning on those obliques. Perfect. Before you inhale to reach that arm back up. So no pain in the low back here. And then reaching under, feeling the obliques turn on. Perfect. Reaching up. Beautiful. One more reach. And then this time we are going to come into a stretch. So bring that right arm underneath, and then right ear and right shoulder is going to come to the ground. Use that left palm to kind of press up and away. So still feeling that stretch in the upper back, reaching that right arm through, keeping the right hip heavy. Awesome. And then pressing up, replacing that hand. So right hand now in the middle. And then this time that left arm is going to reach up into your twist. And then exhale, reaching through. Now we're feeling it in the left obliques, reaching up. Awesome work. All right, one more twist here. Good. All right, so reaching back up once more, we're going to come through to rest the left ear and the left shoulder on the ground. And then right hand is going to press against the ground, elbows high. Again, feeling that stretch through the upper back. Left hip is heavy. Awesome. Okay, pressing back up. So knees come in now. And then we're coming into a push-up with a child's pose. So spread those fingertips nice and wide. All right, coming on to the knees. So coming into that half plank position. So shoulder blades nice and wide, core is engaged. And then keep those elbows a little bit close to the body as you bend the elbows just about a quarter. And then press up and then round the back, child's pose. And then round as you come up, engage, and then bend those elbows, push up, and then round, child's pose. Your toes can be tucked here or they can be out, just whatever's comfortable. So we have 5 of these push-ups. If they are starting to feel good at that quarter length, see if you can drop down just a little bit more. Beautiful. All right. And then this time, just hang out in child's pose for a second. So reach those arms forward. So feel that stretch now through the side bodies. Keep the hips heavy. And I like to do like a little side sway side to side. So see if that feels good in your body today. Beautiful. Okay. Joining me back, tabletop position, coming into our bird dogs. So pressing away. So let's start with that right foot, that right shin, really pressing into the ground. And then left arm nice and straight. So we're going to kick the left foot out, dial the toes towards the ground, and then hug that midline in. So ribs tucked in, core is engaged. We're reaching out. So right arm reaches, thumb to the sky. Awesome. And then on your exhale, draw the right elbow in, the left knee in and round like you're in a cat pose. So a little crunch in the middle. Good. And then extend. Keep pressing away from the ground. And then exhale, crunch in. Keep the heel close to the glute. Inhale to reach. Exhale to crunch. Beautiful. This time we reach and we're going to open. So right arm opens towards the right, left leg opens towards the left. So a little challenge in the balance here. Keep pressing away. One more breath in. And then coming back to center, drop the right hand down and then cross that leg, that left leg over towards the right. And then you're going to turn and look at it. So stretching through the left side. So looking over towards the right. So should feel a really good stretch from the shoulder to the ankle. Awesome. Okay, coming back to center. All right, right away, switching sides. So press that left shin in, kick the right leg out, hips level. Pressing away, and let's reach that left arm up. Beautiful. And then on your exhale, rounding through, little crunch in the middle. Inhale to extend. Exhale to contract. Beautiful. And then after your third, we're meeting in that extended position. And then left arm coming out to the left, and then right leg out to the right. So we're opening up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. Left arm comes to the ground, and then cross that right leg over. And this time we look over towards the left. So looking towards that heel. Awesome work. Okay, beautiful. From here, making your way onto your back. So going directly there, we're going to start with the right knee in towards the right chest. So you can let that knee, so towards the chest, or you can bring it out towards that shoulder a little bit here. And just a little rock side to side in the hip socket. Maybe a little circle. Beautiful. And then switch that over to the left side. So left knee now in. And same thing, a little side to side, little circle. So we're keeping both of the feet gently flexed here. We are going to start, we're going to activate the core in a minute. So really draw that navel down. Okay. And then from here, we're going to lift the nose towards the knees. So nice long neck. And then we are going to switch. So right knee comes in, hover that left leg above the ground. So toes stay flexed. And then switch. So hover the right leg, left knee in. So exhale as you switch. Inhale, exhale, hover. Inhale, exhale, hover. Beautiful. Nice long neck. All right, so we're here for about 20 more seconds. So just keep that pace for now. Focus on that navel drawing down. All right, and then here we go. Keep that pace or start to increase it. Focus on that breath. We're not here for long. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Whew, nice work. Okay. Amazing. All right, so grab some water if you need. I will demonstrate the first 2 moves for our strength circuit. So for the first one, so we're going to grab, so either one weight or if it is comfortable for you, if you want the 2, you can do the cross of the 2. I'm just going to do the 1 for today. So starting with, we're going to do a squat with the toes pointing forward as opposed to our toes out to start. So parallel toes, we're going to squat the hips back, pop up to center, send the right leg out into a side lunge, back into that squat, and then over towards the left side lunge. So we're just doing squat, lunge, squat. If you want a little bit of a bonus, when you come into that squat, you can press that weight out. So that is an option. And then second move are renegade rows. So either using the weights or you can do it just with body weight here. So coming down into that plank position, nice wide toes. So pressing away, and then on your exhale, rowing in. So squeezing that elbow towards the back, and then coming back to center. Exhale, squeezing that weight in, back to center. So we can do that from the toes or with body weight. So just the hands on the ground and just squeezing those elbows in towards the center. Okay, so lots of options for that one. All right. So joining me, so in that squat position, just gonna get my timer going. Okay, awesome work. Okay, here we go. So send the hips back, squat, and then side lunge. back to squat, side lunge. So really send the hips back here. And again, if you want that bonus, you can send the weight out when you are in the middle. So weight can go out. So it's kind of like a little counterbalance. Beautiful. Awesome. So pressing through the heels as you pop up. In 2, 1, rest. Okay. Renegade rows are next. So plank position or half plank. And then keep those shoulders right over the wrists. And then chest stays lifted through. All right. In 3, 2, and 1. Drive those heels back as you lift and squeeze. Back to center. Left side reaches. So we're trying to keep the body from shifting left to right. If you notice any shifting, just widen your feet. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can bring those feet closer together. Will require just a little bit more stability. This one's a tough one, so keep breathing. In 3, 2, and 1. Release. Amazing. All right, grab a drink if you need. All right, we will meet back in our squat position. Ooh. All right. All right, so toes pointing forward. You can still keep the hips nice and wide here. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. Send those hips back, squat, and then side lunge. So see if you can send the hips back towards the heels. Keep the knees pressing out. No pain in the low back here. Beautiful. About 10 more seconds. So adding in that press in the middle if you do want just a little bit extra for the second round. In 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Okay, here we go. Second time, renegade rows. So shoulders under, or shoulders over the wrists. Here we go. So on your exhale, engage pelvic floor core. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Elbows draw back. Beautiful. So you're here. And then again, if you ever need a break, coming to the knees, just in that half plank position. But same movement, same benefit. Beautiful work. So you have about 10 more seconds. If you are on the knees, try popping up to the toes. In 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Okay. Okay. So for the next one, so grabbing one weight just at the wrist, we are doing a reverse lunge. So 2 options for today. So first option, weight can just stay right at chest height. So we're sending that right leg back. So for a reverse lunge, and then driving that right knee through, squeezing that left glute at the top for some balance and stability. Option number 2 is to bring the arms overhead. So coming back, and then the entire body now is going to reach forward as the arms come up. So lunging back and reach. So if you are adding that reach today, make sure that the back doesn't extend, tuck the ribs in, and we're keeping that core, that torso nice and engaged, okay? So that's 2 options for the first move. And then coming into our skaters. So option number 1, if you don't want to jump, reach that leg behind, reaching in front. So step, reach, hips stay back the entire time. So we're loading those glutes. Or if you do want the hop, little hop and touch, hop, touch. And you can take this as fast or as slow as what's good for you. Just keep those hips back, nice soft landing. All right, join me when you're ready. So lunge to start. We will get started. All right, here we go. So right foot back. So reverse lunge, right knee drives through. Or we can add the overhead extension. So a lot of balance here, a lot of stability. Focus on that breath, keeping everything pulled up and in. Beautiful. Okay, 10 more seconds. Good. Keep those heels grounded. And switching sides. All right, so right foot forward, spread those toes. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. Step that left foot back. Drive that knee through. Right glute now is squeezing. And you are pressing through that right heel to drive forward. And give that extension a try. See how it feels today. Breathing in and out through the nose. Good. 10 more seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Okay. All right, so heart rate should be jumping up a little bit. So big deep breaths. Coming into our skaters in 3 seconds. Here we go. Soft landing. So stepping behind to reach. So we can add the hop, or you're always more than welcome to just stay low and cross. Good. Chest is going to stay lifted. So try not to collapse in the back. Beautiful work. Okay. If it feels good, 10 more seconds. Up that pace. Beautiful. In 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest. Beautiful. All right, one more time through for that one. Ooh, okay. So we have about 10 more seconds, and then we'll jump in. So we're going to get that left foot ready. So left toe spread, pressing into that heel. Here we go. Right foot back, lunging, then drive that knee forward. So left glute is engaged, and then adding the arms overhead if it feels right. Awesome work. 15 seconds. Up that pace. If you would like a little extra challenge, just 10 more seconds on the left. Woo, in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake that side out if you need. All right, planting that right foot, spread the toes. All right, here we go. Left foot back, driving through. So this time that right glute is engaged, pressing through the right heel to rise. And then adding that extension. Beautiful work. Okay, 10 more seconds here. So either adding that extension or upping that pace if it feels right. Almost done here. In 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Amazing. All right, weights down. Coming into our skaters next. All right, we're going to bring the pace down after this just a little bit. So here we go. So stepping across and reach. Keep those hips back. Very soft landing. Amazing. Keep it going. All right, this is it. Increase that pace or add that little hop. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Definitely grab some water. Keep your heart lifted, little walk around. Okay. So we have a combo move coming up. So we're going to grab those weights once again. So coming into our Romanian deadlift. So feet are going to be shoulder width apart. Weights are going to be pressed on the thighs, shoulders rolled back. Then you're going to send those hips back, rolling the weights along the thighs. And then from here, driving the hips forward. So keep those weights right there as the hips come through, little squeeze of the glutes at the top. And you're going to rotate those weights out. So then we're doing a hammer curl. So the base of the weights are going to be facing up towards the ceiling. And then weights come to the shoulders, overhead press. And then reverse that bicep curl. Weights go back onto the thighs. So deadlift. So weights come down, hips drive through, rotate, curl, and press. So that's our combo move. So hips back, curl, and press. And then we are coming down to the ground for press ups. So very similar to a push up, but we're just focusing on the push up as opposed to the lowering down. So when you are on the ground, tuck the toes under. So press those heels back. And then the thumbs are going to come aligned with the armpits. And then press those fingertips in. It's almost like you're opening a pickle jar, I like to say. So press in and then rotate out. So then your elbows will come closer to your body and you'll feel those shoulder blades turn on. So once you're in that nice steady position, engage the core, engage the glutes, and then exhale, press up. That's the move. That's what we want here. And then gently drop down to the knees and then gently lower yourself. And then get back into that position, tuck the toes, pickle jar the hands, exhale, press up, plank. And then nice and slow on that lower. All right, so those are the next two. All right, so grabbing those weights. So on the thighs to start. All right, here we go. So send the hips back. Weights are on the thighs, nice flat back. And then hips drive forward. And then hammer curl. So squeeze those biceps. And then weights to the shoulders, overhead press. Then reverse that. Reverse. Weights on the thighs. Hips back. Weight in the heels. Exhale, glutes drive through. Rotate, squeeze, and press. So this one's a little bit slower here. So focus on how everything's feeling. Focus on your breathing. Squeeze and press. Amazing. All right. We have time for one more here. So really feel this action. Hips back, weight in the heels. Squeeze. Squeeze those biceps. And then overhead press. Beautiful. Return those weights down. And then we come to the ground. Press ups are next. All right. So lowering nice and soft. We have about 5 seconds. So tuck those toes. Get those hands aligned with the rib cage. Pickle jar so that you're engaged. And then exhale. Press up. Plank. Drop the knees very soft. We lower down. Tuck the toes, re-engage, exhale, press. Claw through those fingertips and lower. Beautiful. So take all the time you need to engage. Focus on the quality of the movement here. Amazing. Keeping those fingertips pressed in. Heels back. You are doing amazing. You have about 10 more seconds. So see if we can get 2 really good ones in. Exhale and engage as you lift. Amazing. All right, about 4 more seconds. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Okay. We have one more round there. So joining me at the back of the mat when you're ready with those weights in your hands. Okay. So feet firmly pressed into the ground. And then when you're ready, send those hips back, flat back. Weight is going to stay on the legs. Drive the hips forward. Hammer curl, squeeze the biceps. Overhead press. So keep your gaze looking down when you are in the deadlift. And if there is any sensation in that lower back, just see if you can tuck those ribs in just a little bit. See if that helps. Beautiful. Catching your breath. So we have about 5 more seconds. So see if we can get one full more round in. Beautiful. In 2, 1, and we rest. Okay. Weight coming down. Press up. So one more time. Okay. All right. So we have about 10 more seconds. So find that position. Toes are tucked. Spread those fingertips. Elbows are in. And here we go. Exhale. Press. Top of a plank. And then lower those knees as you lower down to the ground. And again, don't worry about how many you do here. Focus on getting the best quality of that movement. No pain whatsoever in the neck, the shoulders. Beautiful. All right, so about 15 more seconds. Keep that neck long. All right. 5 more seconds. Let's get one more in. Best one yet. Here we go. Exhale. Press. Amazing. Okay, we're done with those ones. Definitely grab a drink if you need. I will demonstrate the next 2. So we have one more set for strength, and then we're heading to the ground. Okay. So for this first one, we're coming into a sumo squat. We're going to just do straight sumo squats. Then we're going to pulse at the bottom and then hold. So I'll cue that as we go. But we're going to do the weights at the shoulders. So feet are going to be at about 45 degrees. Again, whatever is comfortable for your body. And then sending the hips back, knees are going to externally rotate. So they're going to rotate out towards the little toes here. So that's your sumo. And then you zip up through the legs. So zip up through those inner thighs to come back to standing. So starting with this movement, and then we're going to come to the bottom. So your bottom range, tailbone is gently tucked, just very gently tucked under here. And then we're just going to pulse, and then we're holding, okay? So that'll be the first move. And then if you do have smaller weights than 5, I would recommend using 3s. If you do have 5s, that's okay. But we're coming into a bent over row with a rear delt fly. So those hips are going to go back once more. And then nice flat back. And then you're going to exhale, squeeze those the shoulders together, elbows draw back. And then you're going to make a T with the arm. So a little bend in the elbow as you fly out. So so you are going to be bent over, but the movement is those shoulder blades coming together. So you're bent over, you're squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. So if you have more than a 5, it will be a little bit challenging for that move. So if you do have heavier weights, you can so after your row, you can keep the elbows bent, and then you can just come up here. Okay, so it's that same movement, just with bent elbows. But if you do have the smaller weights, try coming out to that big, wide T. All right, so that's our 2 moves. Join me with those weights on the shoulders, coming into our sumo squat. We have 45 seconds here. All right, so nice and wide. Here we go. Send those hips back. Press into the feet, knees wide. Zip up through the legs. So this one, if it feels right, you can have a nice faster pace here. Good. And then we're down, and let's pulse, bottom half. So press into the feet. Feel those glutes. Woo, amazing. All right, in 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Just breathe. You got this. Keep pressing into the feet. Keep the hips low. You have 3, 2, 1. Press up. Amazing. Shake the legs out if you need. Amazing. Okay, so coming into our bent over row with fly. All right, shoulder blades back. Send those hips back, and then row. So squeeze those elbows in, all the way back down. And then on your exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades, so making a T. So row and fly. And again, if there's any pain or if you have a heavier weight, just keep the elbows tucked in as you fly out. So row, fly. So lots of options. See if you can keep the neck nice and long, looking down towards the ground. Amazing work. Okay, in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, once more. All right. How are we feeling so far? Good? Good. Awesome. Okay, so about 5 more seconds, and then we will get right back into those squats. All right, sumo stance, 45 degrees. Here we go. Send those hips back. Zip up through the legs. So on your exhale, press up and squeeze. Inhale to lower. Exhale to rise. All right, next time you're down, pulse. This time, can we get a little lower? Woo! All right. Keep those hips low. Press into those feet. Press away from the mat. Hold down and hold. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Can you sink a little lower? In 3, 2, 1. Release. Amazing. Okay, last move here. So coming into our row with fly. About 5 more seconds. Nice strong feet. Send the hips back over the heels. Tuck those ribs. Here we go. Elbows draw in. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Back down and T. So should be feeling those shoulder blades come together and feeling this in the backs of the shoulders. And then keep your gaze down, nose towards the ground. Beautiful work. 10 more seconds. All right. In 3, 2, and 1. Release. Okay, we're coming to the ground. So we have 3 moves that we're just going to do straight through. So grab some water if you need. All right, ladies. Okay, so this is the last piece before we stretch. So this one is all core. Okay, so we have 3 moves here. So same as we've been doing, big focus on drawing that navel down towards the ground. Tailbone is going to almost tuck up towards you. All right, so that's going to help flatten that lower back. Keep the neck nice and long here. We are starting with our dead bugs. So coming on to the back. Oh, so knees at about 90 degrees. And then arms are going to be up as well. So it's almost like your tabletop position, just on the ground here. So right arm, left leg. So opposites are going to extend. So draw that navel down, and then on your exhale, return back to center, and then switch sides. So left hand, right leg are going to extend and back to center. All right. So alternating sides. I always say this one is it's a brain game as well. So it's going to get the brain muscle working as well. So just join me when you're ready. Extend and crunch. Extend and back to center. Amazing. Good. Focus on that navel drawing down for each movement. Pelvic floor pulling up and in. Good. All right, so we're going to even out 2 more on each side. Keep that breath strong. Amazing. Okay, so from here, we're going to bring the hands now behind the head, and then you can use your thumbs to cradle your neck to stay nice and open. So elbows are going to stay nice and wide. And then we're just going to do some alternating bicycles. So right elbow to the left knee. And then we're going to touch that opposite leg down. So we're doing little bicycles. So touch. Well, you might not touch, and that's fine. Just that intention of bringing the elbow to the opposite knee. Exhale, turn. Keep that neck nice and long. Again, join me when you're ready. And if you're feeling super good, you can fully extend that leg into your bicycle, or just continue with those little toe taps. Again, you are getting exactly the same benefit here. We're not here for long. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Return that head back to the ground. Amazing work. 1 more move. So these are the butterfly crunches. So soles of the feet coming together, knees are wide. Again, keep that tailbone gently tucked. So we are reaching forward here, but it's more about the draw in than the push forward. So focus on that navel drawing down. All right, so hands are going to come in between the legs. We're going to lift the head, the neck off the ground. Keep those hips heavy, draw in. And then so draw in, so exhale, gentle reach forward. Exhale, reach. Exhale, reach. But again, exhale, drop down. I like to exhale through the mouth here. Very intentional exhale as you draw down. Good work. Okay, again, we're not here for long. Keep that neck long. Amazing. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Okay, keep those knees out wide, soles of the feet together. And then just bring your arms in goalpost arms. So we are just gonna let the body cool down a little bit here. So just really start to breathe in nice and deep, nice and heavy. Just let the body relax into the ground here. Amazing work. Awesome. Okay, and then we're going to bring the soles of the feet to the back to the ground. But this time, let the knees fall in. So feet are going to be a little bit wide. So just bring those knees in. And again, you can rest those hands on the belly. Just keep breathing. Awesome. All right, right sole of the foot is going to come up to the sky. And then you're just going to grab the back of the hamstring, or if it does feel right, you can grab the back of the calf. Just keep the foot flexed, so pressing that heel up to the ground, to the sky. So feeling that stretch now through the back of the hamstring. And then you can circle the ankle one way and then the other. Awesome. Cross that right foot over the left knee. This is the figure 4 shape. So draw that left knee up, feeling that stretch in the outside of the right hip. So draw that left knee in as the right leg is rotated outwards. So we did do a lot of work for the glutes today. So definitely come back to this stretch maybe later today or tomorrow if you need. Awesome. Okay, and then let's stick that left foot up in the air now, grabbing the back of the hamstring, and then circling the foot one way and the other. Amazing. Beautiful. And then crossing now that left foot over, draw the right knee in. So feeling that on the outside of the left hip. All right, ladies, so we have one more move. We're just going to do some spinal waves to finish off. So soles of the feet are coming to the ground. And then very gently just pressing the hips up as the arms reach up overhead. And then start at the top of the spine and then let the vertebrae by vertebrae just roll down to the ground as the arms come back with you. So inhale, hips lift up. So rocking along the spine. Exhale, round the spine down. Nice and slow. So ending with that tailbone. Good. Inhale to reach. Breathe into the belly and the hips. Exhale, round that spine down. Amazing. 2 more. Awesome. Last one. Pressing up. And then make this one nice and slow. Round. So draw that spine down to the ground. Amazing. And then you can come up whichever way feels good. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're feeling good after that.